Hi, everyone. I'm Ann Hanley, and I am currently an English teacher at Ocean Township High School, and I am looking to transition into a library media specialist position in the next couple of years. After taking my technology self assessment, I realized, well, I had quite a few goals that I wanted to achieve, but I think two of the most manageable ones have to do with assistive technology and building a network or a learning community around excuse me, my colleagues. So the first goal is D 2.1A, has to do with educating myself so that I could educate others, parents, students with using assistive technology so that all students feel included in the education process. So one of the things that I thought about doing was to access, some simple how to, for example, enlarge the fonts on a Google Chromebook, which is their device, or how to make this microphone capture something louder, things of that nature. And then, of course, hopefully working my way up to more complex things when I have students who are classified and do have modifications that I need to make for them. The second thing I am doing in order to achieve this goal of becoming more productive, fluent in assistive technology is going onto the New Jersey Department of Education website where they have webinars for professional development. And they also have an area where you can ask for technical assistance if you need, further information on how to do things. And then the third step is visiting the College of Assistive Technology and Inclusive Education Studies at TCNJ. This is a branch that they have where they bring students together with families and then the faculty so that the faculty can be knowledgeable, can be able to use these resources, become experts in these things so that their students feel included in the learning process. Keep going, you're not done yet. My second goal is ISTE 2.1B, which has to do with branching out to my local community, my local learning community. This is something that I definitely want to, improve upon during this semester. The first of which is, or the way I'm going to get started, in addition to talking to several people already about things, is to attend this professional development opportunity called Closing the Knowledge Gap. It's about engaging students with complex texts, and I think this is perfect for ELA and also for history. So that's what I would do with inviting them to come along, or come along virtually to watch that. But also, I'm going to ask I'm in the process of getting approval for presenting at an English and or a history department meeting at some point next month or in November, where I could turnkey what I learned from the webinar, but I also can gauge what other people learned about during the webinar if they did attend it. Right? So I'd like to put together some like maybe one or two resources that they could use, or one or two activities that they could do, approaches to understanding more complex texts. The third thing I would do in this process of creating and working with this local learning community is then I would request a spot in the monthly ed tech newsletter. So our school does this newsletter where it lets all the faculty know what's going on in the ed tech department and the library media center. And so I'm going to put like a little commercial ad in there, like just in the beginning, to kind of like promote myself, market myself as the library media specialist in training. And then once I start my internship in the spring, I will have already established like, hi, do you need help finding an article in the African American history database? I can help you with that. Or if they need help putting together lessons for, like scientists, or they want to find a memoir for a scientist, or I'm trying to think of like expanding beyond history and English, which hopefully I will be able to do. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a little like almost like a like a little campaign kind of going so that they know they could click on a QR code, it'll bring them to a Google form. I don't want to bombard the whole school with an email, although I know that could be very beneficial. It also can be a little bit like, oh, another email, boom, but they'll read it in the one tech letter. And I feel like it'll be a little bit more streamlined that way, inviting myself into their classrooms or into their planning periods. All right. So to end this, I say keep going. You're not done yet, because I think as educators, we're really never done. Right? Even when we retire, I don't think we'll be done. We'll still be like learners at heart. So I always want to be a learner. I always want to be a student. So I can, again, disseminate that information to my colleagues and, of course, to my students. Thanks for listening.